How's it going today? At least it's not as brutally hard as it. That's still not 35. That's what they were calling it. Ah, yeah. How'd it go? Yeah, we had a thunderstorm last night, but it seems like something today. Yeah, we're gonna do some downtime and carousing now that you guys have reached the Sounds like he'll be on in a few minutes. But I spent it speaking to you until the other side of talking. I discovered the combination of brutal defense and dirty fighting. No, brutal defense means if you take any damage, you get an immediate free attack against the guy that doesn't count as an action. And it just says you're based on arm damage, but for me that's fine. And dirty fighting is whenever you make a melee attack, you get to do another like eye gouge or headbutt or groin kick or whatever. Damage equal to 1 dice for each rank that you have in the stomach. Yeah, so I picked up might since I seem to be the muscle of the group. And then I picked up huge muscle. Might you get a bonus D20 whenever you get a food strike. And then Pugilist gives all of my melee attacks a knockdown. Well, especially, I mean, it functions like Sentinel in D&D, right? Like if I hit somebody in melee, then they need to use their move to get up, which means they can't close with their petty enchantment recipe that alchemists can learn. It does. Yeah, and then there's like a table to determine what sort of quality it is that you need. Yeah. I mean, if it comes down to it, if you guys find somebody who can smelt them, you guys do have some, so that would defray quite a bit of the cost. There's some star metal. Yeah. I assume it's like, still on your ships. So yeah, you do have a way to defray some of the cost of it. Hey, Joe. Good, how are you? That's my goal, is to be so stoned just to win. Oh, nice. That sense of independence, things really started to go downhill for him. So I'm glad that he's got the locker and he's using them. It's alive. It's alive. Alrighty. So we'll do a quick little recap for people, and then we're gonna do kind of a carousing phase so people can spend some XP, pay their upkeep if there's anything that they want to purchase or anything. There's a brand spanking new carousing table for carousing in the north in the Barbarian book, so we'll get to see what turns up there, and then we will go on with things. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Oh, nice. All right. So you guys have been making your way through the northern lands, through Vanaheim and Asgard, on the way back to Ragnar's people in the northern parts of Asgard for a gathering of the various assorted nomadic clans and tribes of the Asgard to determine the course of the next year, where they're going to go raiding and what issues they need to have brought forth, and so on and so forth. Ragnar is on his way because he has some long-standing family issues to deal with that he plans to bring up at this. Along the way, you rescued a couple of folks from some Hyborian slavers, one of whom, a gentleman named Olaf, let you know that he was on his way to try to acquire this long lost relic of the Nordheimer people, specifically of the Asgardians, the Horn of Hrolf, stolen from the Asgards by the Vanir many decades ago, and essentially kind of like the crown jewels. It's it's not an artifact or anything of that nature, but it is an item of great import to the Asgardians. You guys snuck into a temple, to a Vanir temple, and managed to, without violence, steal the horn. But unfortunately, that did lead to you getting chased through the Blue Mountains, the mountain range that separates Vanaheim and Asgard. Electing to take a path through the mountains, you accidentally triggered an avalanche, which resulted in your cart full of supplies and your horses and a couple of the members of your party being swept down to the bottom of this ravine. Nobody was injured, but it was simply too arduous to try to rescue your horses or your cart. So you gathered what important supplies you could, distributed them amongst the group, set the horses free, and continued on your way, making your way for a place called Shieldbreaker Pass, a pass between the two countries that tends to switch hands periodically, and nobody was sure who currently held the pass, whether it was the Asgard or the Vanir. You encountered some frost giants, had a conversation with them as opposed to a combat with them. Found out that it was actually the Vanir who had taken the pass and were holding it, and it seems as though the hunters for you thought you might try to break for the pass and had made their way there ahead of you. Debated whether you should stick to the pass or take some tunnels through the mountains that Olaf had heard of. But the tales of the possibility of Dragar in the tunnels, undead warriors, so, maybe we'll take our chances. Rory demonstrated some skills that he had learned from Sahibi, called upon the power of the elements to kind of blot out the sun and the borealis that kind of lights everything even at the darkest hours, and he managed to slip through the paths unimpeded and arrived eventually after several more days at a Asgardian encampment, a very large Asgardian encampment. What did I call it? Flocadarl. It's actually one of the very few Asgardian permanent settlements, but as you arrive, there's more and more tents setting up, and people are arriving for the thing, which should be happening in probably just a couple of weeks. And that is where we pick up as you arrive at this settlement.
All right. Well, I suppose our best bet is to get ourselves settled, find out where we're going to stay for the next while. This thing's not happening right away. So
Yeah, isn't it happening in like a week?
you tell me. I don't know how any of this works.
I think that's what Chris said.
Yeah, it'll be about a week.
I also want to see if we can find ortho around here. The more people I can have around me that I trust, the better I'll feel.
Aye, fair.
All right. Well, let's set up shop, shall we? Find our own little corner.
All right, so yeah, you guys can easily find a place to pitch up, and you see like there are other groups coming in as well. People like setting up their little tents, getting them ready, banking them in the snow, setting up campfires. There's already some folks that have set up various assorted like drinking tents, and a few people who have various trades or things of that nature. So there's a smith who set up like a portable anvil and forge. There's people selling a variety of like superstitious trinkets and the like. There's essentially it's like a small little town has kind of sprung up in relation to this.
Excellent. Sounds like it's time to sample the local color.
By color, you mean ale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So for purposes of this, we're going to go into kind of a downtime sort of situation. So everybody can pay their upkeep.
Will do.
Easy.
And then if there is anything that you want to do, if you want to, find a patron who might have work for you, or if there's any equipment that you want to pick up, or if there's, if Rory wants to make any alchemical stuff, or spending XP is also an option here. Basically, all of the normal downtime type activities are available here.
What's my upkeep supposed to be again?
Your upkeep is your social standing. It's been a long while since we did this.
Minus your ring knowledge.
I think it's your social standing plus your reputation minus your renown, but I'll double check.
Should be in the belonging stab, top rate.
Yeah, mine says mine's 1. I have a renown of 2 and a standing of 0.
Mine says it's 0, and I'm like, that can't be right.
It can be with your rep. Because you got renown, right?
Yeah, he's been working that one hard.
Yeah, I got renown of 4.
Yeah, you have more renown than Garrett.
Yeah, that's why you're 0.
Oh, okay.
People are just so happy to see you that they're...
All right.
They're throwing money right at you and stuff.
So it's 3 plus your social standing and minus your renown.
Yeah, I guess that's 0.
Ding, ding, ding.
If the end result is less than 0, it is set to 0. So yeah, basically means unless you do anything else, people have heard of you, and your tales are enough to keep them enthralled, and you don't actually have to pay anything for your general upkeep.
Sweet.
Chris, my upkeep should be 0 as well, then. Because modicum of comfort.
Right. I don't think it takes your talents into account.
Yeah, I can't change it, so I'll just...
Yep.
XP wise, I'm going to pick up Friends in the Mall for $2.75.
Okay.
Leaving me with 25. And for purchases, I'm taking a collection from the group who wants to give me money so we can upgrade Ragnar's armor to make sure he doesn't die.
How much do you eat?
It's a lot to do a full set.
Well, I thought we had established it was like 1 gold per location.
For your reinforced fabric?
Yeah.
It's 2 gold to buy an ingredient, so... And it's like 4 ingredients to do a torso or something.
Is it 2 for an ingredient or 1?
2.
We'll check.
So the maximum soak for armor can be increased by up to 2. So it's going to be to max everything out. It's going to be 8 ingredients for the torso, and then 4 ingredients for each other location. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 16.
Didn't I already give Ragnar one in the center torso?
I believe so.
Yeah, because
I don't remember.
Well,
Yeah, I think
the
you did.
idea, when I first got it, I did the centerpiece torso for the 4 of us.
Yeah. So in that case, it's going to be so there's. Are you doing a helmet for him as well?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So it's going to be 5 locations. So that's 20 ingredients.
Yeah, 20 ingredients that cost 40.
And then another 4 ingredients for the torso. So you're looking at a total of 56 gold to get the ingredients to completely reinforce the armor.
Right, but the torso should be done.
Yes. Did you do 1 or 2 on the torso?
2.
Okay, perfect. So you don't have to worry about that. So it's just the 40 gold for all the other places then.
Yeah, we spent a heinous amount of gold when I first got that ability.
I can fork up 20 right now.
And something that's important to keep in mind too for Ragnar, you would be aware of this. When you challenge somebody to the Holm gang, you need to have the gold necessary to pay their wear gold should you win.
How much would that be?
Given his standing as a tribal chieftain, you would need to pay. Because I actually telling the barbarian about how to calculate this, just in case any PCs die.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, if he dies, we get paid?
No.
If Ragnar dies, you guys get paid. So that'd be.
Well, that kind of makes, interfering. I mean, probably not going to happen.
It's probably none of our business, really. We should just let him handle it.
So you're going to need probably about 10 gold worth of stuff to pay to his tribe should you win.
Okay. So I can offer up 13. Or, sorry, I can offer up 10 then.
If we all put in 10,
Mm-hmm. It covers it.
it covers it, then likely I can get some change out of that.
Sweet.
And out of curiosity, what is Ragnar's renown?
My renown's 1.
Okay, what's your reputation?
Reputation. Where can I see that? Where's that at?
That's a really good question.
It's
I got 10 gold, but that cleans me out.
What's your renown is 1. What's your social standing?
Where's that one? Is that under?
It should be
also
under
under characters?
character, yeah. Under your portrait.
Social. Under portrait. I see. Fortune. Social. 0. Standing is 0.
Should Ragnar lose, the tribe will pay his tribe, in this case you guys, be like 5 gold. Just so you guys know.
Let's try to prevent that. Rory, how are you doing on coin?
Oh, Captain, I've got like 20 in the hopper, so I'll donate 10 in and still have 10.
Also, put this out there. I'm not only challenging him for my family's honor, I'm also challenging him for chieftainship of the tribe.
Oh, I see.
So if I win, yeah, I might be paying over 10 gold to and whatnot. But hopefully, I'll have the tribe.
Well, hopefully your tribe likes to sail.
If need be, I can leave a house, Carl.
So it looks like we can all put in 10. Claudius, what we'll do is we'll just give you the change. So you still have some pocket. Does that work for you?
Ooh, sounds like it.
Yeah, he said he was AFK. So yeah, we want to buy ingredients.
Okay.
Looks like availability is 1 and cost is 2.
So give me a society test. Difficulty is going to be 2, but just because alchemical ingredients are a little bit harder to find. I mean, it is a large event and there's vendors, per se, but it is a little bit more difficult up here in the north.
Okay, makes sense. And just let me go through my talents because I have a pile of them for this stuff.
Yeah, it's not like you're carousing in a civilized area.
So I'm trying to find a guy. Difficulty should go down by 1 for Gorelius. I'm not affected by social standing or linguistics because of polite society. I get extra momentum for wealthy. That's for making it less. So difficulty 1, I guess, net?
Yes.
For Gorelius is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, Gorellus is normally to find like a contact as opposed to a vendor, but we'll let it apply here.
You want to travel
Up to you.
at night? Or you want...
Yeah, we'll say difficulty 1.
There's society. Chris, I'll give you a doom.
Okay. I will take the doom.
You can give me a momentum.
You should.
I
be
can put it
able
right in doom.
Yeah, you should be able to, and then I'll just add it right to my total.
Right. Ah, cool. It does.
Quick question.
Yep.
I want to pick up Killing Strike.
Okay.
Or that one is, I believe, the third one down the line. I forget how much that third one would cost.
It'd be 400 minus 25 per rank in melee.
Okie dokie. I need to look at that.
So, Chris, that extra die was for Friends in the Mall that I don't have on my sheet yet.
Okay.
So that would be 5 momentum.
Okay, got it.
Oh, you give me 1 more, makes it 8.
You're
I
all
can
kind.
do a negotiation for Hegler.
Yep, you're all kinds of breaking up in robotic.
It's a simple T20 persuade.
So you say minus 25 for every, like, so if I have 4 expertise, 4 focus, and melee.
Yep. Then you shave 100 off the cost for your melee talents.
Lovely. I'm going to get that for 300.
I will be sitting on my
20.
XP because I need to get enough to raise sorcery from 2 to 3.
Ooh. 20 was
20 was meant to be.
so that's not wait a minute. So the first set of rolls was 4 momentum, which goes to 5 momentum. Sorry, it goes to 8 momentum, and so I could lower the cost by 1 for every 2, so that there's less 4. And then the second one, this is why we don't buy stuff very often. Same kind of deal. So I have 4 successes. So lowers it by 2.
Okay.
So that's instead of 40, it's 34.
34. So 6 gold back.
That's not bad for a bunch of rolls.
Yeah. And after that, after buying like that many ingredients, you do pretty much clear them out.
How much did we each pitch in for ingredients?
Everybody put in 10, but you're getting 6 back.
I'm getting 6 back?
Yeah, because you said that 10 would clean you out.
Okay.
I think that's what you said.
Yep.
So now you have 6.
All right. I'll take it.
Is there anything else folks wanted to do during the carousing phase other than like getting in some sword practice, making some friends amongst the merchants? Rory is gonna have to make a couple of alchemy tests just to get the armor all properly done up.
And I want to get the still set up and running so I can distill down the mead and turn it into basically high-end honey brandy, and either A, sell some of it, or B, turn it into an alchemical ingredient.
Okay. Why don't we do the alchemy roll for the armor first?
Absolutely.
I'm not going to make you do 5 separate tests for the thing. I'll just have you do 1 test for the overall armor.
Okay. What difficulty level?
It would be difficulty 2.
Okay.
Be a great time to drop a fortune since it cost 34 gold.
Yeah, just a little bit. So we're definitely going to use a fortune, and we're going to use 2 extra momentum to try to really max out some stuff.
Perfect. And everybody remember to take this opportunity to reset your fortune to its normal maximum.
Yeah, I usually do that at the end of every game now. Just easier.
Yeah, I started doing that in Tony's game too.
I don't think anyone needs healed, do they?
I don't
No.
think so.
Yeah, strangely enough, no. I haven't been particularly busy patching people up,
Weird.
physically or mentally.
I think I will try to gather rumors, Chris.
All right.
Being that I have gold again.
Oh, that's a great alchemy roll.
There we go.
So yeah, it is going to take you quite some time. Probably most of the time up to the actual event itself is going to be you're going to be working away on this armor.
Can I use some momentum to cut down the time?
You absolutely can. You can spend 2 to have the time.
I will absolutely do that. I generated 5. We'll spend 2, and we'll half the time so I can work on bombs.
No problem. So it's a lot of like distilling down these liquors and these berry extracts and these very hardy desert plants into this like kind of thick paste that you apply in layers to the armor and let it harden and then apply another like putting multiple layers of shellac on something. And due to the alchemical processes, the armor just absorbs it all. Zach, you can increase the protection from your armor for it by 2 points for every location.
All right, so I think everything is now 4.
I think so. Yeah.
You're now wearing plate mail.
Yeah, that's not nothing.
Yeah, I'm also going to be picking up a Deft Blade.
Okay.
It's a good one.
Oh yeah. So how do I actually increase that to my thing? It's do I just click on where it says armor soak, or do I go into my actual armor?
Okay, if you go into the actual belongings,
Okay.
and then click the edit button for your brigandine.
All right. Oh, details armor soak. Where it says that?
Where it says armor soak. Yep, put that up to 4.
Put that to 4. Neat. All right. Beautiful.
So yeah, so by the time it's done, it is a stunning piece of armor. You know, it's light, because the reinforced fabric doesn't increase the weight or make it inflexible or anything. It's just like normal brigadine, but it is like it'll definitely turn most sword blades.
And the other beautiful thing is now I can also reroll up to 4 dice with my melee attacks.
Yep.
That's more than me. Good job.
Hell yeah. I think I'm ready for a fight to the death.
Now start making some high test honey brandy and seeing if there's a market for it, and then use it to also make explosives.
Here's hoping.
How much do I need to spend on rumors, Chris, or how much should I spend on rumors?
For each gold you spent, I'll roll a challenge die.
Okay.
The total is basically how many rumors you pick up, and then for each effect, it's valuable knowledge, and then you can re-roll one of those for each rank of persuade that you have. So if you decide how much gold,
I have no ranks of persuade.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where you'll pick up some rumors, and then you may pick up actual like valuable information.
I will spend 2.
And Jeff, you can roll, since you're just trying to make like the honey brandy. I'll let you roll. Yeah, you can roll alchemy for that, I'll say.
Okay, yeah, because I intend to use it as an ingredient to actually make more fire bombs, but I'd also like to try to sell some to get us some money.
Perfect. All right.
Especially since I have another half a week to work on things.
Bet it would probably sell lovely here.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. It'll only take one evening of carousing to make the reputation of there's the guy you want to go to buy the stuff. So I think I'll put a couple of momentum into this because it's potentially a good opportunity to make us some stuff.
We're pirates. We're probably going to just drink it.
Well, maybe. Is that average or challenging or?
I'll say. Actually, I'll say it's difficulty. I'll say it's difficulty 1.
Okay, cool.
You know, distilling these things down into volatile spirits is not overly difficult for you.
No, humans have been doing that for quite some time. So let me have a go. I'll spend 2 momentum. I will re-roll the 19.
Okay. All right. I will say that you get. Assuming you want to spend all 4 of the momentum you generated, I'll say that you get 8 doses. You can either use them as ingredients for making things or to sell, and you will be able to sell them at 2 gold per.
Excellent. I will turn half into things that go burn, and I will turn the other half into sellables.
And that's assuming that, Caro is doing the actual selling.
I would expect so.
Oh yeah, he's probably not doing much else.
Perfect. All right. So 4 momentum gives you 8. So you can turn that into 8 gold, and then you have 4 for making alchemical things with.
Yep.
I imagine by now Carol's got a whole batch of hangers on with all the society talents.
Yeah. Well, especially with the friends in the mall, right? So, after you guys have been there, like the carousing takes place over several days. So, as you start to make your way around the market and people realize that, you guys have gold and coin to spend. So all the merchants start like getting you to come over to their stall and showing you all the stuff that they have and this, that, and the other thing. The smith is showing you like his finest examples of his work, and word starts to get around. Especially you drop like not enough to purchase anything, but you drop like incidental coin here and there just to kind of so people know that there's money to be had, and you start to build a little bit of a following for sure.
That's what he does. If there's time, I will spend 4 on cultivating renown.
Okay. Perfect. And Rory, in the meantime, can give me an alchemy test for making the burning liquids.
Yep, I'm going to make basically I need some more single ones, so I'm going to make some level 2s, and I need some. So those are like D1, and I'm also going to need. What else am I missing? What am I down on? Actually, some exploding liquor, so challenging. So that's the area.
Okay.
So I guess I'll do 2 and 2.
Okay. Perfect.
Let me just roll 1 for challenging and get it all the way at once.
Yeah, may as well.
Amazing.
And Karo, how much gold are you tossing around to build up your rep?
I'm going to spend 4.
I'm also going to use those 2 momentum that we've got.
That's a terrible roll.
That is a terrible roll. What's your current renown?
3.
So not enough to go up.
Nope.
But you do cause some negative attention as well.
It's only one effect, so I think it cost me a gold or something.
It depends, because there's a different barbarian table.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
All right, things are made.
Perfect. All right. So yeah, you can spend the 3 momentum that you generated to make the 3, and good to go. So Karo, basically you have managed to offend some people, including some local clan chieftains. You must pay 1 gold in suitable gifts and service. Otherwise, all of your society-based tests increase in difficulty by 1 step for all further interactions.
I'll be happy to pay these people.
Because you don't, you kind of understand the language and you can make yourself understood, there's still some cultural barriers. And you accidentally say something to somebody at the wrong time in the wrong way.
Yeah, Carol kind of brute forces his way through society, right? It's bound to piss somebody off.
And it comes down to the I demand satisfaction. Our swords will clash at dawn, and you're like, whoa.
Whoa. No, they won't. Here you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, those are that's my words.
I actually won in society, so I can re-roll one of the dice that you rolled for.
It's persuasion, not
For
society.
rumors. Oh, persuasion. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But you do manage to hear a rumor, people, various folks bragging, and kind of like daring one another, almost. It's like I could fight a 200 Duragar with a hand tied behind my back, and an axe head that had been badly pitted, and all that sort of thing, as everybody is drinking and typical boasting type celebrations.
Yeah, sounds fun.
But then everything kind of gets real quiet as this older warrior starts to tell this tale of in the northern mountains, and by northern he means northern from here. That there are tales of an ice worm whose caverns are littered with the treasure and weapons and armor of all those who have gone before to try to slay it.
Gotcha.
There's, and then they start to drink, and as he's telling the tale, you can tell he's like exaggerating more and more about like the size of this thing, because the size tends to vary in between parts of the story, and the number of warriors that have gone forth to kill it over the last like 100, no, 200, no, 1,000 years, no one has been able to slay it. That sort of thing.
Okay. Is he more specific on the location?
He, if you ask him,
Sure. Yeah.
he will tell you that it's the mountains, 4 days to the north, the northern parts of the Blue Mountain Ridge. So kind of back the way you came, but more northerly.
Mm-hmm.
So the mountains that separate Asgard from Vanaheim.
Okay.
But, yeah, because you guys came through the Shieldbreaker Pass, so he's like, 4 days north of the pass, sort of thing. When you let him know, like, well, this is what I'm familiar with, he's like, oh, that's too far south. It's too warm for the worm down there. I would never venture that far south. You need to go where your blood runs cold, and if you're wounded, it freezes into icicles instantly upon contact with the air. That's when you know that the beast is near.
Okay. Sounds good.
Right. After the... Oh, and I will get everybody to roll 1d20 for me.
We did it, Ragnar. Together.
Oh yeah.
Got both ends of the spectrum covered.
Well, since you guys are carousing together, I'm going to take the two worst rolls and add them together, so...
Do I need to roll?
Yep.
What am I rolling? Just 1d20?
Yep, 1d20. All right. Oh,
For the guys on Twitch, this is our maintenance phase when it comes to Conan.
yeah.
Happens every once in a while.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's interesting.
When he's speechless, I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, it's a matter of figuring out how to incorporate the what happens during the carousing phase. All right. Over the course of the couple of weeks leading up to the actual thing, and more and more tribes start to come in. You guys do make the acquaintance of a few people. You do meet the chieftain of this village, a gentleman named Ladolf, and he's a fairly like quiet for a chieftain sort. He's not loud and boisterous. He's much more like pensive and thoughtful. Definitely takes part in all of the celebrations leading up to things. And you can tell like he's honored that the thing is being held in his village. But he's not quite standoffish, but very kind of keeps to himself. Keeps his own counsel, as it were.
Is this the guy that Ragnar wants to kill? Or
No, that gentleman is Folkmar.
oh, okay.
Folkmar and his people do show up towards closer to the event itself. You've also met Idra, who is the village runecaster. She's a probably fairly well kept woman in her like late 30s. Typical kind of Asgardian like red hair. numerous runic tattoos, like all down her arms and her neck, and like just heavily covered in runes. And a couple of merchants here and there that I will name if it becomes important.
Have we found Ortho at all throughout our week here?
Yes, Ortho is here. People are giving him a fairly wide berth because he is a Vanir. He's not an Asgardian. But he does seem to have some friends here who kind of welcome him into their camp.
Right on.
And probably about like a week and a half or so into things. And you guys have been, gathering rumors and carousing and engaging in, festivities with the Vikings and downing copious amounts of ale and mead. And one morning comes, and you kind of blink your eyes and your head hurts. Like it was a heavy night of carousing. This is probably when Karo was making the big play to try to impress the Vikings and gain some respect upon them. Just like your head hurts. Then you notice your cheek is cold. Then you notice that you're laying in snow, probably about a good 30 or 40 yards outside the encampment. None of you are sure how you got here. None of you remember much of the evening before. But encircling you are a series of rune-covered stones.
Well, that doesn't look great.
And as you kind of force your eyes open against the bright, like greenish light of the sun, you don't even know what time it is. You notice that, like Clytius, you notice that Karo and Rory and Ragnar have these like runes, like very similar to the rocks, painted on their face and on their hands. And then like Rory, you notice that Clytius and Ragnar and Karo have these, and each of you notice that the others all have these runes like painted on them in like some sort of like brownish pigment.
Rory, please tell me I never got married last night, or whatever this is.
Wild.
All right, well, I guess, my head. Well, anyways, if we did get married, it was probably to each other, but I don't think that's what this is. I'm worried it might be a little bit more nefarious.
Nefarious? How so? Were you fucking around? See, I'm not a big fan of your new skill set. You understand that?
Oh, I get
I understand that there's a place for it in its own real spot, but I'm just myself. I'm not particularly fond of it.
I understand. But
So
it's not,
if you happen to draw a bunch of runes on a bunch of rocks and I'm up on my face, I'm going to be very vexed.
well, I think we're all in this one together, mind you. But
I think the rocks were here before we got here.
aye, and these runes are probably Nordic.
Ragdoll, do you have any idea what this is?
Do I, Chris? Do I know what these runes mean?
You can give me a lore roll.
I'm good at those.
You strike me as a lore guy.
Who knows? I might just kill it.
Do you want me to assist?
Please. All right, just a D1.
Yeah, this would be a difficulty one.
Cool.
I can assist.
Excellent.
You really should.
Yeah. Yes.
He got this.
I do want another mind on this.
Yeah, I'll throw an assist on it.
All right. So kind of putting your heads together, and Ragnar, you do recognize at least some of these markings are protective runes. Things to ward off the evil eye and similar things.
Okay. So some protection here, 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 and here.
Clytius wanders off and finds some breakfast ale. No problem at all.
So, gentlemen,
Mm-hmm.
my memory is a bit fuzzy. Uh, anyway, can we leave and get cleaned up, or
Aye, that shouldn't be a problem.
there's not going to be a thunderbolt come down from the sky or something?
I don't think so, and I don't think these markings are permanent, so
And these markings are what exactly?
There's a few protection ones.
are they magical?
They don't seem to be. You're not sure. You could give me an insight roll if you're trained in insight.
Hmm. Yeah, it's not the best, but at least I've got the skill. I'm going to steal that last momentum.
That's probably a good idea.
Level 1.
Yep.
Here you go, everybody. I found breakfast.
Carol
Oh,
will
lovely.
happily take breakfast.
There does seem to be some like alchemical residue around the pigmentation.
I think I'd like to seek out the runecaster.
Well, if I had to hazard a guess, I would say that we were right screwed up last night. And that somebody marked us up with protective things so that we wouldn't die.
I'd like to go see if I can consult the runecaster just to kind of get a clearer picture of what we're looking at.
Aye, well, they're an alchemist because there is residue around the markings.
What do you mean, alchemist? Am I going to catch on fire?
Oh, no.
I think you gotta pay extra for that, Captain.
Aye, it is. Yeah, that's expensive. It's probably... Alchemy can have a bit of a enchanting base to it, as you may have noticed. So that's kind of what the ruins have to them, a little bit of an enchanting ability. Quite similar to talismans.
Well, who wants to walk out of this circle first?
Clytius already has, by the way.
Oh, he's already walked out.
Yeah, Clytius wandered off to get breakfast ale and brought some back for everybody.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fine. Okay, so we woke up surrounded by ruins, covered in ruins, and there's a rune caster in the tent city there.
Yes.
All right, let's go find out what this fucker is.
Maybe let me or Rory take lead on that questioning.
Aye. It's your place.
As you're closer to the alchemical side, though, I'd like to have you there to help me out.
Aye. Also helps to speak the language.
This is true.
All right, so you guys pick yourselves up and stagger back into town. You do notice as you walk through town, there's a fair number of the folks watching you and saying, like, raising their mugs of breakfast ale to you and kind of cheering you on. You're not sure why.
Excellent.
That seems great.
I hate this place so much.
And you can find Idra.
You know, Captain, I got a lead on some loot hereabouts.
So that's kind of what Idra looks like, only with like red hair instead of blonde.
I like her. You sure I shouldn't be talking?
You wouldn't want to offend now, would you, Kara?
Well, when yes, I suppose I did offend someone just the other day. You never warned me that mum jokes are taboo up here.
Mm-hmm.
Was funny though.
I do not doubt it.
What was that about
Even-
Luke, Claudius?
Even bastards as ugly as these love their mothers.
You said you had a line on some loot.
Yeah. Fella at the pub there yesterday was telling me about some ice worm in a cave up north. Has been killing people that come after it for years, and got a bunch of loot.
An ice worm.
Yeah,
Is that like a worm made of ice, or?
I assume it's really cold and long.
Everything's cold
like-
here.
So as Clytius has mentioned this, you guys seem to remember hearing something about this last night during the revelry. So it's vaguely familiar. This is not the first time that you've heard of it.
Well, the worm thing. Is
Yeah,
that the one with the
few days here, but here and back.
Yeah, you were saying something about a big treasure trove.
Yeah. Just thought it might be a way to make some plunder on this excursion.
Well, I mean,
seeing as Ragnar says we can't sell the fancy horn there.
if everything goes well, Ragnar's going to have his own drive, but that sounds like there's profit to be had there. But maybe, I mean, what's a dragon amongst friends? Might as well, whatever. Let's just get these runes figured out.
Sure.
Good Lord, how much did we drink? My head is killing me.
All of it, Captain.
All of it.
You're in Asgard. You don't. It's not simply how much you drank. It's what you didn't drink.
So you guys managed to make your way to Idra's tent. She's in the process of kind of tidying up. She looks at us like, "Oh, the mighty heroes are back."
Love that sarcasm.
What happened?
Before or after your friend here, and she points to Caro, insulted a variety of people by saying that Southerners were much more valiant as warriors than any of the Asgardians ever would be.
Oh, Captain.
Well, that doesn't sound like me. It must have been a missed translation.
Oh, perhaps.
I would like to say after.
After. That would be when, in an effort to prove this, your friend here, and she gestures to Clytius, swore that you would find this ice worm that Bjorn has been going on about and slay it in single combat. Something that the Asgardians have been woefully unable to do. But again, that's probably a mistranslation.
Ooh.
Captain.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like me.
Yes, Ragnar.
What have we? It took a night for you to pledge us to something.
Now,
Well,
to be fair, we've been here for a week.
it seems that Kara has finally written a check that his mouth is not going to be able to cash.
Well, no, I pissed them off, but Claudius was the one that did the swearing and all that.
You are him, he is you. You know how that works. All you Southerners probably look the same to them.
It's true. It took me like a week to figure out who was who.
So, you did have the common sense to demand that I provide you with some sort of runic protection.
That does sound like me.
Fancy.
I believe all this blame really comes back to Rory and distilling up that branding.
What? I needed the material. And hey, we got some gold.
It's good stuff.
And then you wandered off into the snowbank.
There is also those problems. It does happen.
So, I did take it upon myself to place the stones of protection around you to keep anyone at bay who may decide to relieve you of your possessions while you were unconscious.
Aye. I figured as much. Thanks, Lassie.
Appreciated.
So, my understanding is that we've agreed or demanded even that we're going to go and slay an ice worm that no one's been able to kill for roughly 25 to 1,000 years.
Well, to be fair, those were only Asgardian warriors and not mighty warriors from Argos.
Right.
Listen, sometimes you drink too much and you say things that you don't actually mean. I have many Northmen on my ship, and I appreciate every one of them. In fact, my Marines typically made of Northmen.
I think there's 2 of us at the moment.
Shut up.
Many Northmen have died.
Yes.
Aye. Be careful, lad. This is starting to turn into the, I'm not really a racist, but sort of thing.
Oh, I mean, north or south? I'm pretty sure I can kill a worm.
So, I mean, to be clear, I don't think any here would think any less of you for not following through.
Oh, that's because they probably don't think too much of us.
Well,
Is there a particular timeline on this? Can we do this after the thing?
oh, that's entirely up to you. A mere rune carver such as myself would never deem to put such time constraints upon mighty warriors.
Oh, yes. Mighty
I like
Southern
this
War.
one.
Oi, this woman has sarcasm honed to a fine edge. She doesn't need a blade.
Well, we did come all the way for the thing, right? Be ashamed
Well,
to be early.
It would be nice to see the thing. I mean, that's why we're here.
It's the whole reason why we came here.
But I mean, after that. Ooh.
Well, the ice worm certainly isn't going anywhere.
I know, and in
Seems
fact, if it
content.
sits for a little bit longer, it might gain a little more treasure.
That's always a possibility. And honestly, if you were to actually find and slay this creature, you would definitely earn the respect of all of those gathered. And if you die in the process, well,
Die with weapon in hand, and it's an honorable one.
very true.
But I prefer to die in a bed on a ship far south from here. So,
That is why you would make a very poor Asgardian.
never claimed to be an Asgardian. I'm
Okay.
only here to support you, my friend.
Well, Captain, if everything goes right, then you would be made an an honorary Asgardian.
Huh.
Huh. Well, they do have good ale up here.
Exactly.
Well, I do wish you the best.
Well,
Do you know anything about this worm creature?
I've heard the tales.
Oh, it's apparently quite long.
It is it is rumored to be a creature of singularly large proportions.
Right.
The sort of thing that could swallow a longship whole with all of its men.
Oh,
of course it is.
Its very
Right.
its very presence chills the flesh and the blood.
Don't get it. Good. Good advice. Yeah.
I believe a creature of that size would be extremely difficult to damage with a sword or axe, but I'm not a warrior, so
Well, I found that most things you can kill with an axe if you try hard enough.
Boy, just think of the amount of alchemical ingredients that thing could be. Ooh. Ooh.
tourists.
All right. Well, we'll deal with the worm thing after we deal with the thing.
Sounds good to me.
Not sure why people call a thing, but regardless, this place is crazy.
But I mean, what else are you gonna call it?
I mean, that's what you called it.
Don't they call it a thing?
No.
What do they?
Chris, wasn't like the word for like an elf thing or something like that?
as far as I can tell, it's actually just called a thing.
Oh.
I mean, it could be the etymology of the word that we use for, everything, but as far as I can tell from any research I did, yeah, it's just called a thing.
I'm
Oh,
just being a
shit.
rude southern bastard.
Or like I'm looking. I just looked it up, and yeah, it's just straight up just a thing.
Yeah, tells you everything you need to go.
Yeah.
Or you need to know. It's a thing.
Or a folk moot.
You want to go to the thing? Yeah, let's go to the thing.
Right. So before we go to the thing, Claudius, we're gonna need more breakfast.
Yeah. All right.
So as the events of the thing progress, it is a lot of basically during the daytime there are like kind of like large council meetings between the various tribal chiefs and chieftains and so on and so forth. Everybody is welcome, but only those who hold a position are allowed to speak, but they speak on the behalf of their entire tribe or clan. And a lot of the discussions seem to be, whether they should gear up for war against the Hyperboreans to the east, who have stepped up their slave trade and have been coming in and raiding through the southern Asgardian pasture lands, and taking people as slaves. That sort of thing cannot be left unaddressed, especially because Asgard has very, very little farmland, all in the kind of the southern area. So there's demands that the tribes band together to head that off. There's almost as many demands to strike back against the Vanaheim and the Vanir, who have been coming across the mountains and through the Shieldbreak Pass, and we need to reclaim the pass to secure Asgardian lands. So the whole congregation seems to be divided between whether they go to war in the east or go to war in the west. But nobody is of the option of like, well, maybe we should just not go to war. It's very obvious that
Nice.
these are a very not necessarily aggressive people, but the sort of people that will definitely take up arms to defend what they see as theirs. And right now they're being attacked from two sides.
Right. So some people want to go to the war to the west, and some people want to go to the war to the north.
Right. The other kind of point of contention seems to be that the current king of Asgard, Seth Colehair, the gentleman who you're expecting to present this horn to, has been quite ill of late. Suffered a grievous wound in battle against the slavers. The wound is infected, and he is not expected to live through the summer. So a big discussion is happening as to who is going to be next. It's very clear there's no clear line of succession amongst the Asgardians. The various tribal chiefs will be the ones to decide who is going to be king, for all that entails. But for those of you that are from the more southern regions, you're not used to this sort of openness in the internal politics. Like they're not doing everything like with just the tribal chieftains behind closed doors. It's all done in the open for everybody to meet and discuss, and then let their chieftain know how they feel, and then the chieftain brings that idea forward. But one of the chieftains who speaks is Folkmar, who Ragnar recognizes mainly from descriptions from your parents, but you've heard the name and you know kind of what to expect. And he's like in probably his early 50s, and he is a very rugged looking, like definitely nomadic warrior type of individual. And he is pushing very hard for the war in the west against the Vanir, and refers to them as, little more than dogs and animals who cannot be allowed to pollute Asgardian lands. And the importance of securing Shieldbreaker Pass to secure that border against interlopers.
Like deep down, this is actually like striking a nerve in Ragnar being half and half. It's like he has no ill will towards either side, but his paternal side is Asgardian, so that's why he's here. I think when Folkmar's at the height of his speech, Ragnar's gonna call him out by name. Gonna go, Folkmar Angleson, you are a coward and a dishonorable snake.
It's like, what does a half-breed like you know about dishonor?
I am Ragnar Sigurd's son of Sigurd Halfdan's son, who you with your snake tongue, dishonored and had exiled unjustly.
There's some murmurs through the crowd, sort of thing. We have
For
such-
such transgressions, I challenge you to a holmgang. Accept the challenge or be branded a dishonorable coward.
I have nothing to fear from the likes of you. I will accept, and I will gladly cleave your head from your body.
Let
Well,
the
he-
square be drawn.
He should have some reasons to fear, don't you think, Ragnar? Am I allowed to speak here?
The chieftain Ladolf says, "You are the captain of the crew that Ragnar serves with, correct?
I am.
You may speak."
Well, there's only so much that I want to say, but I do want to speak to the capabilities of my friend here. See, Ragnar has sailed with me for several years. He's an honorable man, strong man, one that leads my Marines. And Mr. Falkmar, you believe that he is no threat to you? Well, let me tell you something. We have sunken temples. We have fought gods. We have raised cities. The southern waters, which you're probably not familiar with in this landlocked country, they fear our flag. And they fear it because Ragnar's Marines are upon my ship. I assure you that he is going to kill you tomorrow, or whenever this square is drawn. And I would like to rally.
All right. Give me a society test in this case. You're speaking to a large group.
Oh, society. I will definitely take that. I'll spend that one momentum.
Can Clytius assist? He's trying to egg on the crowd.
How does this work with languages?
I have a talent.
Yeah, he has a talent that lets him get his point across.
Gotcha.
Perhaps not as
Actually-
eloquently, but it gets the point across.
Difficulty goes down by... looking at Ear of the King here. I could use society instead of command, which brings command talents in play. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty for this would probably be 2, not including difficulty increase for language.
So I could drop that by 1 with Ear of the King. This is a civic figure, I assume.
It is, yep.
So difficulty 2.
Difficulty 1. Because it's difficulty 2, it would go up to 3 if you had no way to communicate in the language.
Right, but okay. So I will spend the 1 momentum. I will spend a fortune because I want Ragnar to win this. And I can re-roll the 18. Five momentum for Mr. Ragnar.
That's beautiful.
That was a great reroll. It's always nice when rerolls work out for you.
Oh yeah.
And Ragnar, that's why I give the speeches. Kind of clap him on the shoulder.
Yeah, so there's some murmuring around the crowd. Clytius and Rory, since you guys aren't like directly involved, so you can kind of pay attention to the crowd. A lot of it you don't understand because it's in Nordheimer. But I believe
I got my 1 point. I got my 1 point in linguistics.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure both of them speak Nordheimer.
Does Rory have Nordheimer?
Yeah, because I think it was like saying like, before we
He
came
does.
here, only me and Rory had it.
Perfect. So actually, the two of you do understand without having to parse things. You kind of get the feeling that there's not a lot of love for Folkmar. He has been pushing this war with Vanaheim for as long as he's been chieftain. That's kind of his thing for whatever reason. So there's not a lot of agreement with him. It's more a matter of people give him due respect because he is a chieftain, but nobody really cares for him, and nobody is going to be mourning his loss other than maybe some inner circle members of his tribe.
Cool.
Yeah.
And when I issue the challenge, I'd like to make it very prevalent that I am challenging him both for my family's honor and for chieftainship of my tribe.
But yes, he will shout out that he will meet you at dawn, sort of thing. Give you the last day to say your goodbyes.
Excellent.
Aye. Well, I wonder how he's going to cheat.
Keep an eye out for that.
Aye. Specifically things like poison blades and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, he withdraws in a huff, and as he does, the discussions for the day kind of come to a close. Everybody goes out, back thing, and there's actually a fair bit of, people, kind of coming up to Ragnar and saying, good luck tomorrow, and we don't, in a way, kind of apologizing. Like, you get the feeling that either they didn't know what happened to your family or anything of that nature. But people seem to be on your side in this.
Excellent.
Enough for those of you that are of a more suspicious bent to realize that you probably don't have to worry too much about people interfering, but the idea that he may cheat is definitely a valid concern.
Oh, I fully expect it. He hides himself behind dishonor.
I wonder what the cheating things of the land are.
If we can prove that he is cheating, then we might get something done. But that's the thing; we have to prove it.
Oh no, I was just wondering what your people might do here to cheat. Like, is there a go-to poison? Is there something else going on? Things like that.
I can think of a few things. One that I have almost done in the past. It's the Berserker Brew.
Now, would that be looked upon as cheating if someone were to take it?
I don't really know. I, to be honest, I have never actually set foot on these lands until now.
All right. So things that Ragnar would be aware of. When the duel's accepted, the rules are very straightforward and known throughout Nordheim. There is no difference between the accuser and the accused. So you can't try to gain an advantage or dictate terms to the other. So you can't say, like, we will fight using only knives or anything of that nature.
I believe it's just like you show up with what you're going to show up with. Like,
Yep.
you fight with what you have.
We will fight with only fighting.
Yep. So there's a cleared circle about 6 yards across, usually 3 times the height of a tall man. When time and stuff permits, it's usually done on a on a small island or like a remote area to prevent anybody that might interfere.
The home gang part, like the home is usually that island.
Yeah. The two people meet, they go to the circle. It is considered dishonorable to ambush or waylay somebody's opponent on the way to the duel. You're each allowed one hand weapon of your choice and 3 shields in the ring. Armor is by personal choice, but if you wear armor with the other person is unarmored, that is considered to be dishonorable.
Yes.
Crap.
This guy was wearing armor, yeah?
He was.
Yeah. I don't expect him to shed it. He seems...
Well, if he is indeed a coward, he want to protect his own hide.
And if he does shed it, I am very confident in my skills to overthrow him.
I'd say that you probably do not want to give up and forfeiture anything that, gives you what you are. So, yeah, I wouldn't dodge the armor. I wouldn't let yourself be goaded into it or into a fight with a weapon maybe you're not as, happy with.
Oh, I'm showing up with my bat with my axe.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, right? Like, he can't demand we fight without armor, but if he doesn't wear his and you wear yours, then that's seen as being cowardly. But
if he takes his armor off, I will take my armor off.
Yeah.
Chris, can I spend a fortune to affect the narrative?
depends on what you want to do.
I would like him to keep his fucking armor on.
So, odds are he has no reason to think that Ragnar's armor is enchanted in any way, shape, or form. So,
Okay.
as far as he's concerned, his leather braiding is inferior to his ring mail and stuff. So,
Hmm.
and he is the sort of person that would if he thought for a moment that being disarmored would be advantageous to him, he would. But he has no reason to think that.
Perfect.
As far as he's concerned, he's wearing superior armor, so he may as well keep it. So yeah,
Excellent.
you're allowed one hand weapon and up to 3 shields. When you're ready to start, basically you just get about the business of killing one another.
Yeah.
Anything that is cast or flung outside the ring is considered lost and cannot be recovered. But if your shield is broken or shattered, you can grab one of your other shields. Sometimes you're allowed. There is a pause in the combat to equip a new shield.
Yeah.
But that does mean if somebody gets disarmed and then their weapon gets kicked out of the circle, they're not allowed to go get it. Home gangs are generally to the death. It is viewed as a message from the gods that the fight is over, regardless who wins. So if Falkmar wins, that's the end of it as far as anybody is concerned. If Ragnar wins, that is the end of it as far as anybody is concerned.
I'm going to try and get you guys together. I'm just going to say if the worst happens and I do fall, don't do anything else. This is what I've asked for. Either way, I have closure.
Oh, it is. I understand, lad. It's much the same way in my homeland.
And the final thing is that it is customary to pay the family or the clan of the loser a sum of gold and coin to compensate them for any hardships they may come about as a result.
What happens if I take over the clan?
Well, you pay the gold to the clan, but then you take it over, and then the gold is technically yours.
It makes sense.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do to get ready for the duel?
I'm gonna find Ortho.
Okay. Ortho's not hard to find. He's actually probably seeking you out.
I want him to also be there with the rest of my friends.
Well, maybe it makes some sense that we all camp together this particular evening.
Morning.
Just to ensure that there's no shenanigans, as they say.
I'd agree.
And I would suggest staying away from the drink. Because we
Yes.
get their best tomorrow.
Ragnar will have one and will offer half of it to the gods.
Okay.
You mean outside drink or all drink?
Mine will probably be either mead or ale.
Aye. Alcoholic drinks, lads. Come on. We need to be at our best tomorrow.
Well, I am at my best when I have a few in me.
Aye.
True.
But we don't want to wake up in the morning like we did this morning.
Well, perhaps no party. I get you.
That would be good for no one. I'm just saying, just take it easy, lads.
Well, Claudius, we'll try our best, won't we?
Aye.
Yeah, sure.
And to be quite honest with you, I don't know if I'd take any food or drink from outside. This man's going to try to poison Ragnar or something overnight to make him sick. Well, this might come in the form of whatever food or things we don't prepare for ourselves.
It's
I'm
true.
sure, yeah.
If
We have
any
enough food
strange
on us.
ale arrives, we should probably test it first.
Yes, Claudius, you make sure you taste test all this ale, just in
Yeah.
case.
So we know it's safe.
Tis. I'll make sure to do the cooking.
Okay. So you guys take all kind of reasonable precautions.
Yeah, and Carol's got guardsman's eye, so if anything's like nefarious, he's got a pretty good chance of
Here we go.
noticing.
Okay. No problem. Nothing untoward happens. Like, everybody takes this very, very seriously.
I mean, I assume Claudius and Caro are still drinking.
But yes, the evening passes without incident. Nobody tries anything. Hakatla and will stand guard as well. She seems to have taken a little bit of a liking to you guys in the travels. And in the quote-unquote morning, since it is still brightly lit by the Borealis, that you guys are starting to get used to now. There is definitely a buzz and a bustle amongst the people here, and everybody starts to make their way to the circle that has been cleared and prepared during the night.
Press.
Ragnar,
Yes, Captain.
my understanding is you could take 3 shields into this particular ring.
Yes, Captain.
I'd like to offer you mine.
I will graciously accept it.
And I'd like to say before this whole thing gets started that you are a valued member of our crew. It's the reason that we're here thousands of miles away from home, away from our waters where we do our trade. But
No,
I- I'm eternally grateful for this, Captain. It's been an honor.
Oh, sorry, Ragnar. I had a shield at one point, but I seem to have lost it.
So I'd like to make you a deal, Ragnar.
Yes, Captain.
If you get yourself dead, I might just kill you again.
I'd expect nothing less.
So there's only one outcome we can get from this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
You might not.
Aye, the gods will look after.
Hopefully hopefully they got the toast earlier.
Boy, and they're probably aware of you and what you do, so they should favour you, I think.
I have made plenty contribution to the corpse hall.
Make us proud, Ragnar. Proud for your family. Bring pride to your family and bring pride to my ship. Pride to your
Aye.
crew.
And it's not every day, that yourself and the group of individuals that you like to kind of travel around with manages to save our entire world.
My thoughts exactly.
Incidentally, there's a worm to kill here in a couple days after we get done with this nonsense, so just get it over with.
I'm going to enter the ring with Karo's shield equipped.
Okay. Are you bringing 3 with you, or?
I'm going to have my usual one on the outskirt there, like just in reserve. And I'm going to see if I could have acquired a third one. Just
Yeah, easily.
yeah, I was going to say, probably 90% of the people here have one.
Well, and probably they'd be all like, "Here, take my shield."
Use it well.
Kind of like like betting almost.
Yeah.
So you step in the circle. Fulmar is already there. He's got his shields kind of lined up. He is wearing his armor.
Excellent.
He also has a battle axe and has a. What shield does he have? He has a target shield.
Oof.
So he stands glaring at you. He's like, "I hope you're ready to die." And he starts he kind of bangs his battle axe against his shield 3 times, signaling that he is ready.
Ragnar isn't going to even give him the satisfaction of words and will just nod.
Okay. And then he will spend a doom to go first.
All right.
Chop him in his ugly face.
Parry that shit.
For 4 successes.
Just but a scratch.
You can parry if you like. The shield has parrying quality, so your first parry in a round is free.
I would like to.
Okay.
Just because that does not sound pleasant.
Well, if nothing else, it lowers his successes, right? So
Yeah. There's
Parry under
There it is.
agility. Yeah.
I'm gonna spend a fortune.
Okay. Right. So he generates
Got that cheap fucker.
He generates 1 momentum instead of 3,
much better.
which he will just probably put into damage. Oh, good. No effects. So that's going to be 9 damage to your right arm.
She'll get you 2 cover.
Yep. So
Yeah, so that puts me up to 6.
Shield dice are rolled. So roll
Oh.
2d6.
2d6.
Yep.
Nice roll.
So your shield blocks 3, your armor blocks 4, so you take 2 vigor.
All right.
That's perfect. That you can't ask for anything better.
So
I'm content with that.
he swings this axe in a very wide thing, and you get your shield up there, and the shield takes a good solid hit, kind of drives you a little bit. And then the alchemical preparation on the armor, it seems to harden just at the point of impact, absorbing a considerable amount. But it is enough for you to tell that he is pretty strong. He is a brawn of 12.
Yeah, that matches me.
Yeah. But that is him. You're up.
Ragnar's coming back like with just a wild swing. I'm pretty much going for the head.
Okay.
Is Folkmar wearing a helmet?
He is.
Okay. Because you can call shot if you want.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not going to. That was just for flavor. Let's see, Deft Blade.
Deft Blade, I believe.
I get to
Lets you
if I
spend
use
Yeah.
if I
two.
use a momentum, I get to roll an extra one.
Yep. So put 1 into momentum and then 1 into the bonus d20.
One bonus dice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna spend 1 momentum.
Yep. Ooh.
Ouch.
And you may as well parry for free.
Excuse me.
So he brings his shield up, kind of catches your axe, and kind of like wrenches you out of position ever so slightly because you got a complication, which basically means he is going to use your complication to so you lose guard.
Okay.
So it means you can't use your shield on the next round. Next round, though, you're up because he did not spend Doom to go first this round.
Oh, but wait.
All right.
He can spend to regain guard, right?
It is a minor action to regain guard.
And he hasn't moved.
Correct.
I'm staying right here, so.
Yep.
So I'd like to do that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's a minor action to regain guard.
I'm just trying to help Zach out here.
Oh, for sure.
Appreciate it.
So you could spend a momentum to attack with your shield. Difficulty goes up by 1, but there's a potential that you can knock him down, right? I think it's knocked down on shield.
Yep.
Ragnar will not do that. He's gonna just come back at him with the battle axe.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend.
All right. So if you want to regain guard, it's a minor action and a parry test, difficulty 2.
Oh sure, yeah. I'll do
And if you want to do a second attack with your battle axe, it'll be 2 momentum.
Okay. So regain guard first.
Okay. So it's a difficulty 2 parry test.
Okie dokie. I'm going to spend another fortune.
Okay.
I really want my shield back.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. All right. And then if you want to attack with your battle axe, it is a difficulty. It's 2 momentum and difficulty 2.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna spend 1 on this to try this again.
Yep.
You said difficulty 2?
Difficulty 2.
Alright.
Oh, that was a great roll.
Take that.
That will generate 2 momentum. No, he's not going to parry this. He has confidence in his armor.
Okay.
He won't soon.
I'm putting that 2 into damage.
Okay.
Does the putting it into the momentum tab here work now?
It does.
Awesome.
Rip his friggin' face off.
And I can
Oof.
reroll 4. Oops.
That's a good reroll.
Does it generate a wound?
Battle Axe has vicious, right?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shield blocks 2. But
7.
7, and his armor blocks 4.
3.
So as he like kind of wrenches you out of position, you like shove him back with your shield, kind of get your shield up and swing that axe around, catching him in the right arm. And he gets his shield mostly up, and his armor seems to absorb a fair bit as well.
Well, at least you're ahead of him. Or he's got 3 vigor. You got 2.
So 2 momentum you can spend to disarm him.
Yep.
I would like to.
Okay.
And this is top of the round, right?
No, this is actually the bottom of the round because he went first.
And he's got to go again. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
Couldn't you use the momentum to take an extra attack?
He did,
Yeah, I already did.
because his first attack was bad. That's what I'm looking for. So yeah, falls into the ground within reach. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Alright, so you spend 2 momentum, and basically as you kind of catch his shield, digging a little bit, drawing a little bit of blood, and he tries to get his axe up to shove you back, and you manage to get like the kind of the hook part of your battle axe, catch the head of his, and pull it out of his hands.
Yeah.
And that is the end of the round. Back to the round. You're up first.
Lovely. I'd like to kick his axe out of the ring.
You sure do.
Yep, that's just a minor action, so that doesn't require any dice roll or anything.
Awesome. Can I still attack?
Yes, yep, you still have your standard action.
I'm bringing my axe around.
Okay.
And I'll spend that last momentum I have. Might generate
Yep.
more.
Yep. Ooh, nice roll.
Oh yeah.
He will try to parry that. So you have 2 momentum that you can spend on things.
I'm spending 1 on damage.
Okay.
Something's not loading in on me on my end. The first one there and the second to last one there. What are those?
Those are
effects.
Effects. Awesome. I'm gonna reroll 3.
Yep.
Of these.
He's gonna roll for his shield. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
pretty.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
Sweet.
And should I blood on steel here?
3 effects, it's 3 more damage.
Yes.
Yes. I am going to spend that momentum for blood on steel.
Can you
Okay.
use blood and steel after you roll damage?
Yes, momentum spends, with the exception of buying dice, momentum spends are always after you roll and you see how well you've done.
Oh, wow, okay. Cool.
Because Modifius doesn't like people spending things for no use. So that's 1, so 2, 3, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage. Minus 7 is 7 gets through. That is a deep wound.
That's going to leave a mark.
Battle axe intense.
Battle axe is intense.
Yeah.
So as you like kick this away and you bring that axe around, he gets his shield up, but you see cinematically I think he would sacrifice his shield to not take the wound.
All right.
Because that's why you bring them in.
Cleaving through it.
He still takes the vigor damage, he just doesn't take the wound, so the intense doesn't trigger. But you do shatter the shield, which means
Gee, probably rousing cheers. Roar.
there are a bunch of cheers.
Oh yeah, Caro's giving
Yeah.
he's cheerleading.
So there's a little bit of a pause. Well, he backs up and gets his second shield ready.
But he still doesn't have an axe.
He's not allowed to go get his axe.
Ragnar, maybe the little bit of blood that's on it, he'll just wipe that across Caro's shield.
Okay.
Just to kind of, like, this is what you're looking at.
So next round he will spend a doom to go first again.
That's fine with me.
And he's basically just rushing at you with that shield in front of him. He will do that.
Oh, there's the doom spin.
Mm-hmm.
Parry that shit.
Yeah, I'd like to parry.
Okay. Yeah. First parry's free with the shield.
Just saw it. There it is.
All right. So he generates 1 doom. That he may as well put onto damage. You know what? He's gonna spin 1.
Am I able to get my shield up there?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can. Yeah, absolutely, you can.
It's 2d6?
It is 2d6 for your shield.
Alright.
This guy's toast. Brings it down to 5, and then down to 1.
So he takes 1, but you have to give me 2 doom if you don't want to be knocked prone.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm willing to do that.
Okay. Perfect. So he charges at you with that shield, and at the last minute he kind of like goes low, and it hits your knee. And if it wasn't for the reinforced armor there, you're pretty sure it would have shattered your kneecap. But again, just at the moment of impact, whatever it is that Rory did to your armor seems to just like solidify at that moment of impact.
Hey, I do good work.
Money well spent.
I'm thinking to myself, if I make it out of this, I owe Rory a drink.
Well, probably several, lad.
By several, yeah.
If somebody throws a weapon in the ring for him and he uses it, is that cheat?
That is cheating. Okay. Ragnar, you're up.
Well, if he went low, Ragnar's bringing the axe, trying to bring the axe down right in the center of his back.
Okay.
Flavor, of course.
Of course. Well, that's the whole point of like a combat is you want to make sure that there's
Yeah.
Has to have a certain visual flair to it, you know? Good choreography.
Two and two. So he successfully gets his shield up, and no, actually, tie goes to you, unless I spend doom.
Lovely. Are you?
Yep. No.
All right. Damage.
I'm just gonna roll for his shield here.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, he does not get his shield up in time.
1, 2,
Oh, here it is, boys.
3.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Fortunately, you have no momentum for the
Blood on steel.
Yeah, no, I can't add more at the moment.
You can give him
Still
doom
good
for it.
though.
No, you can't.
Really?
Blood
Still-
on Spill's momentum only.
Okay.
Still good.
It's still good. Yeah.
So it's 2, 4, 6, 8,
13.
10, 13. 13 damage. Right. He will sacrifice his shield to absorb one of the wounds, but he still takes a wound.
Didn't he already do that?
Home again, you can sacrifice each of your 3 shields.
Oh,
Yep, and I'm still on my first.
special rules. Gotcha.
It's just because the whole point of having 3 shields is so that you can use them.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So as he goes low, you bring your axe around, almost double-handed and just drive it into his back. He does turn a bit and get his shield under it, but you cleave right through his shield and deep into his left arm, almost severing it. Even with that hit, like if he hadn't gotten that shield in it, that damn near would have killed him. But he staggers away to get his next shield.
At the end of Ragnar's turn, Clytius is going to toss a scimitar, cutlass into the ring.
Okay. If you
Grab that, you coward!
If you do, you're aware that will be Ragnar cheating.
What?
Yep.
Yes, that's me
Oh, okay,
cheating.
never mind. I thought if he picked it up, it was him cheating.
Nope. It's
Now,
whichever side throws something into the ring.
Oh, okay. Never
Claudius, I just want to point out that,
What?
and I want to say this very quietly, but Ragnar is a Northman, but he trained an awful lot with the Southerners, so maybe that shit I was spoken the other day might not have been crazy.
mind. Which year was that?
Or maybe I had too many breakfast beers.
Probably yes, but I'll tell you, Captain, really, I mean, it's an amalgam of all the different styles we've all managed to see. He has learned from everyone. This is a quite beautiful display, to be honest.
Well, I just hope that once he's a king or whatever he turns into, that I get a promotion along the line. I mean, wouldn't want to be a court jester or whatever is the equivalent up here.
Aye, well, maybe he'll make you like the admiral of the Asgardian navy.
I don't
Isn't
think they have one.
Asgard landlocked?
They've only got the little boats.
No, Vanaheim has the boats. Asgard is landlocked.
Oh, there you go. They don't even have little boats.
All right. So he has grabbed his final shield, and yeah, he's like his arm is hanging like very loosely. Like he strains to get his shield up into position, but he is ready to go.
Ragnar looks at him with just a blank stare, like I expected better.
Damn, I need to remember my character abilities. Ah, well. All right. So, what would Ragnar like to do? You're up first.
Ragnar is going to close with him this time,
Okay.
The momentum
and
has shifted.
we'll just attempt to finish this.
Okay.
Finish him.
He will parry. Ooh,
Yeah,
he does actually get.
look at that.
Yeah.
There goes the player.
Oh,
He's wounded. That's why his difficulty so high.
Yeah. I will spend it to break it in his favor. So he gets his shield up and kind of like pushes your axe to the side.
all right.
Anything else?
Can I do anything else? If I,
You could take another standard action. Oh, there's no momentum.
yeah, I don't have momentum for it.
Yeah. Right. So he is going to swing his battle axe around.
What axe?
Oh, that's right. He's going to fire his shield around.
I was about to say, I don't think he's good as battle axe.
Ooh,
Otherwise, he'd be cheating.
Look at that.
you could parry.
I'm
going to
disappointed there was
parry.
no cheating so far. I mean, really, that's a disappointment I feel.
Yeah, these northern people, they're crazy.
They haven't
Yeah.
mastered the fine art of cheating.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
You actually generate 1 momentum. All right. So yeah, so he like shoves at you with the shield, but you can tell like his strength is fading fast.
Just watching his lifeblood spill.
Bleeding out.
Give me an observation test, Ragnar.
Observation. Just saw it. There it is.
All right. So yeah, there's a lot of his blood here in the ring, like kind of in this area where you like nearly severed his arm. But around where he is now, there's blood on the snow. There's blood dripping from his arm, but there doesn't seem to be as much on the ground as you would have thought. You're up.
Someone's getting healed.
Oh, and those of you that are outside, you guys can also give me observation checks, difficulty 2.
Fancy.
Probably feel I am more focused on the fight than actually paying attention to what is going on. So I'm just gonna keep fighting.
Okay.
But if it's something medically related, can I use healing?
It's not medically related, actually.
Is it crowd based?
It is not.
Is it sorcery?
You can give me insight if you prefer.
Nah, I'll see which one looks better.
Excuse me.
Pythia's got 2.
Okay.
And I have a free momentum to spend on information if I need to.
Well, they're both exactly the same.
All right.
So I'll just roll.
Ooh, that's not a complication. He actually does have combat. But he only generates 1 momentum. Ragnar generated 1. I'm not spending the doom to break the tie, so.
All right.
Oh, that's a big spider. Oh, that's a big spider.
I succeed in my insight test.
Okay, give me a sec. I need to go kill a spider.
Sweet.
Whereabouts?
It's on the map.
Chris is racking up the XP today.
Unless there's probably a brownie point.
So we're up 3 momentum there.
I intend to use it if this finds good purchase.
Okay.
Because if I can kill him outright, then whatever might be making that blood stop, then it won't be an issue.
I mean,
Yeah.
not having a head kind of stops people.
I think
Yes,
he's being
exactly.
sorcerously healed.
Perhaps.
I think you got this one. But don't discount the shield bash. Shield bash is
Oh.
a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. All right. So Ragnar connects. Karo generated 2 momentum. Rory noticed.
Me too.
And Clytius noticed and gets 1 free obtain information. All right.
Yep.
Ragnar, roll your damage.
All right.
Oh, blood on steel, that one.
Yep, I'm gonna spend blood on steel after re-rolling these 2 blanks.
And you hit like a truck.
So, with bonus steel, so it's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
And let me know if I do a wound.
Oh yes, even after he sacrifices his last shield, that will still be a wound.
Is he dead yet?
That would be takes a wound.
Well, if he does a wound, it's 2 wounds because it
Yep.
ends.
That brings him up to 4 wounds.
And I'm gonna spend 2 momentum to add another one for with killing strike.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, nice.
So the 3 of you out in the audience, you guys all notice where he first got injured. There's less blood now than there was a second ago. And as you kind of go, like, that's peculiar. Clytius, since you rolled 4 successes, or not Clytius, Karo, since you got 4. Yeah, it seems like the blood is being absorbed into the ground. So
This is a tribute to the gods, isn't it?
So just before we kind of do the final narration for the fight here, Clytius, you get 1 free obtain information spend.
Yeah. What's going on?
It looks like the ground is absorbing the blood, and you feel a very slight rumble underfoot.
Oh. I think things are about to get interesting, Captain.
And then just as you say that is when you see like Ragnar basically brings his axe down, like again through the shield and the arm holding the shield. So like through the shield, through the forearm bone, severing the hand.
That's the only one he had left, I think.
And then like carrying through like deep into the chest, and then in a motion just pulling the axe out and like swinging it around through the neck, and decapitating him. Ragnar, you're fairly certain just before your axe gets all the way through his neck, you see him smile at you.
Choppy waters ahead, Ragnar.
If you strike me down, I will be even more powerful.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Oh, darkness.
And as he does, and as you know, Clytius, you see the blood get soaked in, and you feel it rumble in your feet, and the rest of you feel it now. This rumble getting kind of stronger and stronger. And then you see the Borealis that have been lighting things, so you've lost all track of whether it's day or night, really. They go out. And it is plunged into darkness.
Ugh. I wonder what foul sorcery this is.
And
About to ask you that same question.
with that, we'll take a quick little 5-10 minute bio break.
Cool, cool.
Oh yeah, miniature cliffhanger. Thanks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nice job. Just be 1 sec, and then I'll be back too.
Back.
Is it possible this is the lowest I've seen Chris's Doom pool?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure we had it down to like 4 at one point.
Hard to say.
Fluctuates. It's either a high doom pool or a comically low doom pool.
Well, it really just depends on what he wants to spend stuff on, right?
Exactly. I had one Star Trek game where I like completely emptied my threat pool.
Cool. Sounds painful to the player.
Yeah, they had there was a rough go for them.
No kidding.
All right. So yeah. So as Falkmar's headless body falls to the ground, just before the Borealis goes out, Ragnar, you notice the blood kind of get absorbed into the ground and into the snow, leaving it pristine and white.
I don't like that.
At least it didn't leave a mess when he died.
And then you notice it's not just that the Borealis have gone out, indicating it is definitely nighttime, but there's no light from the moon. There's no light from the stars.
Well, that's dark.
And there's a lot of like murmuring from the crowd. I mean, these are like hardy Nordheimer folks. They don't get spooked too easily.
Wasn't there supposed to be perpetual daytime?
Yes, there is supposed to be.
Ah, good.
But whatever it is that has occurred has flipped the switch on that.
Well, since it's somewhat environmental, it seems, is there any way that what I've learned in sorcery could help me figure out what's going on?
Sure. If you can give me a sorcery or insight roll.
Oh, sorcery. 1, 2, 3.
Let's say difficulty 2.
I would like to ready my axe and a knife.
Okay. So this seems like really important information, so I think I'm going to spend a fortune.
Okay.
Real quick, before I beheaded him, I wrenched the shield from his hands, right?
You shattered it.
Excellent. He got a coward's death. That's all Ragnar cares about. No Valhalla for him.
And I'll take the 1 momentum we've got, hoping to turn it into more.
What are we rolling?
Oh, I'm going to roll sorcery to see if I can figure out just exactly what's happening.
Does it count if he doesn't have any arms left?
I mean, it depends on if the arms are holding on to weapons when they're severed.
Hard to say.
That's a good roll.
Yep.
Give me half a sec there.
So I can't see anyone else in the map. I assume this is dark.
It is dark.
Oh, yeah.
Do we even have torches?
Probably not, although you think there would be fires going.
There are some fires going back at the camp. They didn't really worry about setting any up here.
Ah, gotcha.
All right. 3 momentum. Nice. So yes, just as he died, and as the blood got absorbed into the land, and the darkness hit, there was definitely a sorceress working of some nature, but not the nature weather based magic that you're familiar with.
Blood magic.
Oi, lads! There is a wizard around here somewhere. There's sorcery.
You think?
Oh, I say that loud enough that everyone gets to hear. Protect yourselves.
Any idea what we're protecting ourselves from?
Well, it's not natural elements, that's for sure. That I would know.
And at that time, there are screams and the sounds of fighting coming from the village, which is like 100 or so yards off.
Oh, crap.
Awesome. Run that way.
Claudius, just all right. Where you? I'm a lot slower than you are.
Aye. I'll keep you company, Captain.
Can't see shit.
But it's so dark you'll never see me leaving.
No, but the snow makes lots of noise.
Sure.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
All right, Ragnar, come along. Foam up.
We'll hopefully see us at the village.
Aye, well, at least we can see the fires in the village.
Clytius takes off towards the danger.
Give me 1 sec here, just setting up a map.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is darkness considered an obstacle, hindrance, or hazard?
No, it is not.
Oh, okay. Just wondering whether or not Message Runner would kick in.
No, but it would, like, if you needed to make any tests for moving through the snow and stuff, it would definitely count.
Cool, cool.
Really good job.
Yeah, I should really drop a second rank into that one just in case.
Hey, Chris, is the
Yeah?
body still in the ring?
Yes, it is.
I set it on fire.
Okay. So as you guys start running towards the sounds of the village, a bunch of the others start running in as well. And as you get back to the village, you can see that there's a large number of undead, just like going through engaging in combat here and there. There's warriors with like swords and shields, and there's skeletal things fighting, and these fleshy types of undeads like tearing people apart with their claws and their teeth. It is a large-scale massacre.
Who the hell attacks a fucking Asgardian village?
The dead, Captain!
Ugh, not again with the undead. Fuck.
Ragnar, foam up with me. Let's go.
And I need everybody to give me a difficulty 1 discipline test.
Got it. I ain't afraid of no ghost.
And a complication for Ragnar.
Ragnar is currently like in a stupor at the moment. I like to think that he is like everything has just happened so fast. He is overwhelmed by the fact that he has just fulfilled what he came here to do, but yet something else is happening that is on a much larger scale.
Carol's pretty much just pulling Ragnar along.
Yeah. Give me half a
That's
sec
okay.
here. I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna make these campfires just a little bit bigger for you guys.
Yeah, I gotta do my roll here. Discipline?
Yep. Join us in Not Scared Town.
One or two?
Difficulty is 2. No, difficulty is 1. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Oh, awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a lot better.
Rory joins Team Not Scared.
Well, I should hope so. I didn't even have to use my re.
All right.
I also have healthy superstition and iron will as well in the category.
So for those of you that failed, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of resolve damage.
2 is absorbed by Hero's Inspiring Leader, not for
Yep.
himself, but for the rest of you.
Yep.
I got a courage 1. Brings that down to a 4, but still, 4 is a lot.
And yes, and you see, like, this is just a portion of the village. There's, like, other fighting against undead happening elsewhere. This is just the part where you guys have kind of run into. And yeah, you see...
Honestly, with what we've seen, this is, well, not that horrible.
They don't even have any fish parts. It's great.
Yep. No third arms.
Yeah. No tentacles or nothing.
Good news, Claudius. I don't see it in monkeys.
It's,
Took the words right out of my mouth, Captain.
yeah.
there-
No undead monkeys at all.
There's got to be close to 3 dozen undead just in this section of the camp alone.
Oh, shit.
Well, this is a lovely retribution strike.
The question is why?
All right. So, what what would you guys like to do? Just so you guys know, the skeletal warriors. I think you can see their names if you mouse over them.
Yep.
Nope. Can't see that.
Not
I
the names,
can't
no.
see them.
Oh, okay.
Looks like warriors and bosses. Or lieutenants.
Oh, there we go. I see a skeletal warrior.
Yep. I just got to change the.
I'm assuming the plural means they're in groups.
Yes.
The zombies singular.
Ooh, toughened skeletal.
Oh, that's probably singleton.
Yep.
Ragnar, you have skirmisher, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he had a big mustache, but that's an army's joining. Different kind of mustache entirely.
Oh, we have ghouls too. Nice.
Yay.
There definitely aren't any zombies as big as a house, so that's good.
Oh. Do we have the Ragnar's boys here too?
They are engaged in the melee out there someplace. Like, there is more fighting going on than just this section.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right. So as you guys come running into like one part of the camp, there's like easily like 36 undead that are just like, butchering everything they come across. The other warriors were out watching the fight are like dispersed to other parts of the camp. There's fighting going on here, there, and everywhere. There are literally hundreds of undead invading this camp.
Cool.
Oh, boy.
So you guys are up.
Ragnar, you with me?
Yes, Captain.
I'm gonna form a squad with Ragnar because he can, the skirmisher,
Okay.
and Ragnar's gonna kill somebody because I can't threaten undead.
Ragnar's like looking around like my home. And he's gonna close with these guys.
Okay.
All right, let's take them one at a time.
And we'll try to pick some bones and whatnot.
Okay. And Carl can assist since you're in the squad.
Yep.
I'm going to use a momentum.
I am not. Oh, that should have been one die. Let me re-roll that. Ooh, I can re-roll, and so can Ragnar.
Yep. So Ragnar, you can re-roll any of those that aren't successes.
Alright, I believe just the 19 isn't.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll that. It's better.
Okay. All right. 3 momentum.
Lovely. I'm going to put 2 into damage.
Okay.
Blood on steel is always good. I guess you can wait till you see, right?
I reroll these 4.
All right. That's 8. And you put 3 into damage?
I put 2 into
2 into
damage.
damage? Okay. So that's going to be 10 damage.
Is blood on steel worth it here? Like, am I able to?
It doesn't matter because there's no effects.
Yeah, fair. That's true.
Right. But you cleave through one and damage another. They do have some rudimentary armor.
Ragnar is just feeling the rage of his people.
And Carol's just yelling everyone to form up, make a wall, work through them.
Okay.
Shield wall.
Perfect. All right. That was Ragnar and Karo. Okay. Rory and Clytius.
Cool. Do you want to light one up, Rory, or?
Well, did you want to join in with Ragnar on that first group, and I'll try to set the second group there on fire?
Sure.
Fine. Sounds good.
And just so you guys know, for range purposes, basically everything in the kind of this open area is one zone, and then like up by the tents is another zone, and then up the little stairwell to the embankments is another zone, sort of thing.
Okay.
So there's lots of targets within the zone.
Yes.
All right, Don, you might as well roll away.
Okay. I'll spend one for death blade.
Okay.
Nope, no reroll. But
But for momentum.
for momentum.
Ooh.
Oh shit!
Ooh. Yeah, I'll spend one for GLaDOS too.
Holy hell.
So that's 17 damage.
Yeah.
Oh god!
All right. So 17 minus 6.
That's a good opener.
So 11. 11 minus 6. Is 5. Right. So yeah, so you just outright destroy 2 of those skeletons, and your axe like gets caught in the third one, and as it turns, it kind of wrenches it out of your hand.
All right.
Anything else?
I will spend a momentum to stab the next guy with my knife.
Okay. So difficulty is 3 on a knife stab, because his sword has a longer reach.
Okay, I'll spend one.
Unless, do you have adaptable combatant?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Great tell.
So yeah, so difficulty 3 to stab him. You stab him. No momentum generated, but you do stab him.
Yep.
Good damage on a knife.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So 6 minus 2 is 4. There is one guy left in that group.
Okay.
I guess ultimately the question comes down to: do you want me to flame up the one guy, or do you want me to hit the incoming group?
Not us,
Fair enough.
because it hits everyone in melee, right? If it has area.
Well, I mean, I have some that don't have area. I'm just saying, but I'm thinking that one of the nice area ones on those skeleton warriors would probably maybe burn a bunch of them.
Yeah, area, because area automatically hits everybody in a mob.
Booyah!
Yeah, better hit the other ones.
And everyone in reach, right?
And everyone in reach.
So I will lob a area-based firebomb into the skeletal warriors that are there at 5 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, that there.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm just going to use the elevation markers to mark how many are in the mob.
Okay, cool.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Well, let me have a look at the fire here.
And just so you guys know, in case it plays into your tactics, minions roll 1 die for everybody in the mob. So
Yep.
sometimes it might be worth thinning out a mob instead of focusing on a mob.
Wait, did Ragnar kill 2 of the skeletal warriors? The first one?
Ragnar killed 1 and damaged 1.
Oh, okay. And I killed 2 and then the third one.
You killed 3. Yes, there's 1 guy left.
Right, just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to lob in a level 3. So it's area with incendiary 3, and it does 4 dice of damage.
All right.
Fire in the hole.
Oh, yeah. Tally ho!
Stupid undead.
Well, you know, what can you do?
I could give re-rolls to Ragnar. That's something.
So I'm going to use the 2 momentum with the hopes of generating more.
Okay.
I think I'm going to re-roll that 18.
Okay.
Meant to be.
It was meant to be.
But 4 dice of damage and 2 momentum generated.
All right, going to roll my 4. So there's 2 blanks in there.
There are 2 blanks.
I will spend one of those momentum to re-roll those.
Okay.
Chris, did you say everyone here is in close?
Yes, everybody in the kind of the middle area is.
Oh, God.
We're in close, but we're not engaged, right?
Right. All right.
So that's a little bit.
So it's going to be 3 damage to each of them.
Effect.
And you got 2 effects, so they are on fire as well.
Woohoo! Incendiary 3. Woo-hoo.
And it does actually hit other targets as well, so you can hit 2 more targets.
What, beyond that particular one group?
Yep. Area automatically hits everybody in the mob, and then because you rolled effects, it actually hits other people within close.
All right, I'll take the 2 closest incoming.
Okay.
Sweet! And I'm going to move in behind the other.
Okay. All right. So these guys are going to fire their bows at Clytius.
Ah! Bows!
They're creaking bows.
Which ones?
Let's hope they'll break.
Oh, fancy.
And
They recognize me as not having a shield.
and they will spend a doom for volley. Basically spending a doom as a load.
The Doom load.
How's your acrobatics?
Pretty good.
Yeah, story wrong.
Might be able to dodge.
You could try an acrobatics check if you like. They got 2 successes.
Okay, sure.
Does give me a doom. But,
Complication.
Sure. Sounds good.
no complications because they actually do have skill.
Oh.
So do I.
Da, da, da.
I will spend doom to break the tie in my favor.
Okay.
It's all right. His doom's down to 5. We're doing all right. This round's gonna suck, but we'll do it.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage and piercing 2.
Okay. That is not a wound.
The toughened guys, they're going to move in and form a squad with this one lone skeletal warrior that's left. And attack Ragnar and company with their pitted swords. And hit.
parry that.
Yeah, if you got a shield or a parrying weapon, first parry is always free.
Ragnar, I assume your parry's better than mine.
Did you get
I have to make a mental note. Next up for the armor treatment is Clytius.
Oh, my chest is armored pretty well.
It is.
It's the piercing too that cut through a little bit.
Well,
That's
it's the rest of you though that we gotta get and take care of.
Right, they still successfully hit.
That was 5 damage piercing too, right, Chris?
Yes, it was. Against Ragnar, that is 4 damage, so it's not even going to get it through your armor anywhere.
Skirmisher for the win. Great tell.
Oh, yeah.
Keep the captain safe.
This group of skeletal warriors up here that are slightly on fire.
Yeah, they burn.
They burn at the start of the turn.
Sweet.
They are going to let go with their creaking bows towards Ragnar and company. Rolling a lot of 19s.
I could try to
But the other thing
parry that
is
with my
only
shield, right?
Skills.
Yes, as long as you have a shield.
I assume, Ragnar, you gave me back my shield?
Yeah.
You've already done a parry, right?
Yeah, I parried.
I mean, this is unlikely, but I'll try.
If we both have shield, we also gain the benefit of wait, no, I don't have shield wall. I thought I picked it up, but I didn't.
Right. They hit, but they only have 1 momentum or 1 doom. So I will spend the one I generated, plus 1 more for a called shot to hit Karo. Makes sense since you were the one trying to parry.
Sure. Ooh.
3 damage, piercing 3 to your left arm.
So shield gives me 2.
Shield stops 4, so 4 soak.
Wow.
4 soak. So they soak 1, you take 2.
I take 2. Nothing else I can do.
Oh, wait, no, I do
there.
have shield wall. I do have shield wall.
2 more dice.
Shield wall. Time to find out what shield wall does.
Shield wall gives you, I think it's all large shield.
You treat all shields as large shields, so
Yep.
long as you are in a squad with at least 1 other character with a shield.
Stops another 1.
So total was
So total was 3.
stop 5.
You had piercing 3. So it was 3 piercing 3. You stopped 5. So you stopped
All of it.
You stopped all of it. Yep.
Booyah.
Shield wall
Ragnar,
for the
you're
win.
my favorite.
I'd like that in writing, Captain.
Okay. The ghouls at the back here are going to let out this inhuman snarl. Oh, that is an actual complication.
Yay.
I'm going to say they snarl so loud that they are going to basically call attention to what's going on over here, and my complication will be that some of the nearby Viking warriors are going to join in the fray on your side.
Do my men show up?
Sure, I'll say
Yeah.
I'll say that they notice what's going on here, so it's your guys that show up.
They spook themselves.
Clearly, Ragnar in the group must be over there. That's making the most noise.
Still a hit, though.
It is still a success, though.
For what?
For their inhuman snarl.
Which does what?
It is a mental attack.
Apparently, not much.
That is a terrible roll.
Oh, that was your roll. Oh, well.
Oh,
Uh,
not that bad.
So that is only 3 mental damage. It doesn't have area, and I didn't specify who I was attacking. So there are 4 of you. So we'll go Rory, Clytius, Ragnar, Caro.
Bring it on.
So that's going to be a 3 mental against Rory. Caro's leadership stopped
1.
1. So 2 coming in minus your courage.
Which'll 2.
Okay. So the ghouls let out this snarl, but
Unimpressed.
doesn't seem to frighten you.
We
Roar
got
back at him. That'll.
Emo
Just-
dad.
To throw him off guard.
Yep.
this is bad, guys.
Okay. This group of skeletal warriors back here,
Is it though?
It really is.
they're going to shoot at Rory since he is by himself.
Ooh.
You can give me a doom for an acrobatics, or if you have a shield, you can try to parry with your shield.
You know. I mean, I don't feel like giving you Doom, really. So if I parry with my shield, it's giving you Doom?
No, because shields have the parry quality, which reduces the doom cost to parry by 1.
There we go. So like basically a free parry then.
Yep.
Shields
Alright.
get 1 free.
So I will do parry.
And only shields can be used for range.
There is a talent that lets you parry with a sword against ranged.
Does it matter if I have the skill or not?
Just without the skill, it just means you get a complication on a 19 or 20.
Fair enough.
And
It's the
yeah.
opposite of the Panther's Twist or something.
Yep.
There's one that lets you use your acrobatics for melee, and there's one that lets you use your parry for dodging.
I think I might steal that one last momentum if you guys don't mind.
Not a bit.
I'll just make Ragnar go first now that he's got his boys with him.
That's fucking hilarious.
Still 1 success, so it's 1 less momentum.
Well, yeah. And then the complication.
Complication.
I'll end up giving him Doom anyways, right?
That's only 2 damage, piercing 1 to your left leg.
Doesn't even make a dent.
And yeah, the shield will give you 2 anyway, so.
Yeah, I soak 4.
Oh yeah, you get the full plate.
Yep.
Well, I got the full brigandine done to the first one, with the exception of I don't have a helmet. That's next.
The ghoul. The ghoul is going to come over here, closing. And as this thing gets closer to you guys, the smell off of this is just unbelievable.
Is it worse than demon?
It is. I am going to need Ragnar and company to give me a difficulty 1 resistance test.
All right. There it is.
Oh wow,
Good job.
my level was 7, so that's a really good roll for me.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys managed to basically cut down on this. This kind of like choking miasma. Just
Yeah,
like
we've
slaughter
smelled
stench.
worse.
Mm.
Smelled worse.
But they are going to reach out with their clawed hands.
Should have a momentum from that too, Chris.
There you
Hard to track it all. I know.
go. That is not a success because they only have a reach of. Oh, they have a reach of 2 of their hands. It is a success.
My reach is 3.
They're not trying to grab you though, because they have to do a call shot to hit you because Ragnar's the leader of the.
Oh, right. And he doesn't have the adaptable combat.
Yep. So Ragnar, you could give me a doom if you would like to parry.
I'll take it.
Okay. So that is only 1 physical to your torso.
No. I believe I have 4 there. Yep.
But you are grappled. Because you are grappled, they will exploit for free. Difficulty 0. I'm going to spend 1 doom to bite you. They will successfully bite. So he grabs a hold of you, he chomps onto your leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, piercing 4.
Am I able to get my shield in there?
Yes.
Bumps up to 6.
Well, you get to roll the dice.
Right. And it counts as large shields.
Yep, so 4 dice. Stops 2. So you have a combined total of 6 soak. They had piercing 4. So
Are the 5s 2 or are they 1?
they're effects. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it depends on...
They're 1 or effect.
Yep. So it's going to be 6 damage, piercing 4. So you block 2, so you take 4 vigor.
Alright.
Which thankfully is not enough to cause a wound. But it is basically latched onto you and is like sinking its teeth into your leg and trying to tear through and grab chunks out of it.
Hey, Ragnar, I think you got a tick problem.
Yeah, I think so too.
The other ghoul, seeing this, is going to close. And is also going to try to grapple. It's gonna grapple with Clytius up there.
Now his rolls come out.
Would you like to give me a doom to parry, Don?
I have parry on my knife.
Oh, excellent. Have you parried already at this round? No, because you
I
got
have
shot.
dodged.
Right. So because it's your second reaction, it would be 2 doom. Parry reduces that by 1, so it's still 1 doom.
Okay,
Because it's per reaction, not per type of reaction.
sure.
Worth it.
No, it's not good.
So it is 2 momentum. Oh, ignore that. Meant to roll damage. So that is going to be 5 damage to your torso.
He will not impact.
Okay. But I will spend, because you are grappled. So I will spend 2 to basically get up and break your guard,
Even though he did no damage?
even though he did no damage. Exploit for free.
This is so bad.
That's going to be 1 momentum. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 damage, piercing 4 to your right arm.
Okay.
No.
4 piercing 4.
4 piercing 4.
Okay.
All right. Back around to you guys. Start of the round. Fiery guys take more fire damage. So Jeff, you can roll 3 dice for them.
Absolutely. So there's 3 groups on fire currently. Yes.
There are.
Good roll.
So that's enough to take those guys out. 4 damage. The toughened guy up in that mob is still there. And that is enough to take out those guys. Perfect. So 2 of the groups that had caught on fire, just like they're like running about, like falling in the snow, like smoke and flames just roiling off their bodies.
That old shit burns nice.
Yep. Ragnar, your guys catch up with you and form into a squad with you and Caro.
Excellent. It's good to see you guys. Feared the worst.
Ragnar, you are currently grappled. Clytius, you are currently grappled. Caro and Ragnar or Rory are free. You guys are up.
I assume I have to get out of a grapple?
You do.
Okay.
Good news. Strung back.
Yeah. Am I just rolling athletics?
Your choice of acrobatics or athletics, difficulty equal to the number of effects I rolled. So only 1.
Okay. I'll get 3 successes, which counts as 6.
Okay. It does take your standard action to break free.
Sure.
I want to break free.
But that does give you 2 momentum over, so if you want to spend 1 of those for another standard action, you certainly can do so.
Yeah, I've got a ghoul right here to stab in the face.
You certainly do.
What is the action to pick up your drop weapon?
It's a minor action.
I haven't done my minor action yet, though, have I?
You have not.
I will do that then.
Perfect. Yep.
And I'll spend 1 for Death Blade.
Okay. Ooh. So difficulty is 2 for the second action, but that's still 3 momentum, which is 2 above the pool.
Yeah, I'll dump that. Actually, I can wait till I roll, right?
You can, and actually it's 3 above the pool because you rolled so well with your athletics.
Cool.
And don't forget, folks, there's a tornado watch going on.
Ooh, lovely.
Those of you who live in trailers should be extra careful.
Yeah. It's it'll either happen or it won't. No effects, so I'm not going to spend anything for Blood on Steel, but I will dump the 3 extra into damage for 11.
All right, 11 damage is enough to cause 2 wounds.
And a third one with the battle axe.
There you go. So yeah, you break free, you shove this thing off, you like reach around in the snow for your axe kind of blindly, and just bring it up and like cleave this ghoul in half.
Yeah. Underhanded battle axe swing. Ka-chop.
Leaves us with Ragnar, Caro, and Rory.
I don't like this thing gnawing on me.
Yeah. Rinse, wash, and repeat to what Clytius did.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
So, difficulty 1, athletics or acrobatics?
And I think I
Uh,
have to assist, right? Because I'm part of the squad.
You don't have to assist with this action necessarily, but you assist as part of the squad.
I might as well, right?
So, like, you could save your assist in case he wishes to follow it up with an attack.
I will want to follow it up with an attack.
Because his attack is going to be +1 difficulty because it's second action.
Right. Okay.
Who's
So
going to-
I'll let him deal with that on his own.
I'm going to spend my last fortune on this.
Okay.
Just take it easy. I can attack now.
You can spend that 1 that you generated to follow it up with an attack.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll assist that one.
Okay, as will the squad.
Oh yeah, they will. I'm going to spend a momentum also for a deft blade.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to add another one.
So 2 momentum, 2 successes from Ragnar, 3 successes plus 3 from the squad. How did Kara do?
Reroll the 19. Everybody can reroll, by the way.
The squad got all successes, so.
So the 17 was not a success, yeah?
17 was not.
Okay, I'd like to...
I dropped a fortune on that, just if you're wondering.
Okay. I think 13's a success for Ragnar.
I believe so. That based off of again?
Should be.
Agility and melee.
Agility, yeah.
Yeah, melee's 14, so...
Okay. So that is 4 successes from Carl, plus 3 from the squad is 7. Plus 4 that you got is 11 successes, so you generate 10 momentum.
Anything that doesn't fill up the pool, I'm immediately putting into damage. So I believe 9?
Yeah, that'd be 9 for damage. So don't bother adding it, we'll just add it manually after the fact.
Okay.
Actually, sorry, it's difficulty 2 because it's your second action, so that's only 8 extra.
Oh, only 8.
Oh, damn.
Only 8.
Still doing that then. I'll just roll damage, we'll add that after.
Ooh. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 18 damage.
I'm gonna
So it explodes?
re-roll the blank.
Sure. Oh, there you go. Another effect. No, sorry, another 2 damage.
Yep.
So yeah, almost in like unison, Clytius and Ragnar shove their ghouls off and then bring their axes around and like just destroy them utterly.
How much was that? 19?
19.
So 2 momentum gives you secondary target,
Yep.
Let's
Ooh.
do it.
which will do 9, which is a lot.
Yep. Automatically hits the toughened guy in that mob. So that's 9 minus 2 is 7. Not quite enough to kill him.
But still a chunk.
Did it
Wait,
do a...
wait, no, it is.
Does it do a wound? Because intense.
I'm mathing here. So 9 minus 2 is 7. That is actually going to cause 2 wounds to him because it's going to reduce his remaining vigor to 0. So he is out as well.
Lovely.
And 2 more for the guy in front of us.
Yeah.
One little bony boy.
Yeah, and the 2 bounces off of his armor.
No,
Unless, yeah. So, yeah, you destroy that guy, and your counter swing takes out the toughened skeletal warrior part of that mob, thinning the ranks very, very nicely.
Oh, Rory.
Starting to look better here now, ain't it?
We'll be in a minute.
You could almost feel the heat from the rage.
I love the
pouring
smell of
off of my
napalm in the morning.
So I'm seeing there's a kind of some outliers living out there. So I think they need some fire in an area effect.
Okay. So yeah, there's two groups of skeletal warriors, one toughened warrior, and one group of ghouls.
All right, I'm gonna aim for that skeletal warrior, the toughened one.
Okay.
Hopefully, to spread a nice area attack to at least two other groups.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm going to use another level 3. So again, incendiary 3 and area with 4 dice of damage.
Okay.
I am also going to grab 2 momentum to do this.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Jesus, well, I at least can re-roll one of them.
Alchemy complications are a problem. Oh my god.
Oh, it's so supposed to happen. Oh, shit.
All right.
I did still hit them.
You did, and generate 2 momentum in the process.
Oh, dear. I mean, it's been how many games? Really? I mean, it had to happen at some point.
Well, it didn't happen on the ship, so.
Yeah, yeah, bonus. It's not like the ship's going to burn out of the water.
I mean, the snow will take the fire, so.
Yeah, hopefully. Stop, drop, and roll.
But a fire on a ship is a big problem.
All right. So 4 dice of damage.
Yeah.
Hey, no effects.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. You could reroll the 3 if you wanted to.
I don't feel so confident in this throw, unlike others, so I think we'll just take the damage to the 1.
Okay. Incendiary does ignore armor, though. So as you get it ready to throw, as you throw it, you realize that the cork was not embedded quite as tightly, and it like splashes around a little bit. So for your complications, essentially, I'm going to hit one of your party members for free for each complication. So that is going to be Ragnar takes 3 damage. Ignores armor.
Ouch.
And Clytius takes 3 damage, ignores armor.
Sure.
But there's no effects, so nobody is lit on fire.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, lads.
We're all right. What did I say about that fire?
God damn it.
Only slightly scalded, and I'm not even hurt yet.
It's been, what, nearly a year or so, and this has only happened once. Good lord.
You'll light my crew on fire.
Well, I didn't light you on fire, Captain.
That is not the point.
Somebody were
Well,
We're
they're
not even
not
on-
actually
we're not even on the
burning.
boat.
Group of skeletal warriors are going to fire their bows at Clytius.
Sure.
So many dice. Oh my god.
You could try to acrobatics that if you like. If you want to give me a doom.
No, I think I'll pass.
Okay.
I don't think I can match 6 momentum.
Well, it's 1-for-1, right? So
Since I generated a bunch, I may as well spend a bunch. I mean, not all of it, but still some. Oh, what a shitty ass roll.
oh, nice.
I can soak that damage all day.
Yay!
Not even any piercing. Like, ah! Oh, well.
4 damage, no piercing?
4 damage, no piercing.
Right, gets caught in my coat.
Just torso.
Yeah. So yeah, so the skeletons unleash this huge volley of arrows at you. And you kind of like quickly kind of duck behind this one remaining skeletal warrior who catches like all of the arrows. Looks very perturbed about it.
I'm fine with that.
Ghouls are going to close the distance.
Be right back.
They're going to spend some doom to specifically target Karo since he hasn't been targeted in a while.
But I'm fragile.
And you have reached 3, right?
I do. Yeah.
They generate 2 momentum.
2 momentum. I will.
Hey, guys.
I don't have.
I'm
a
doing safety
parry.
inspections.
You got 2. I will parry.
Okay.
I'll spend 3 momentum for a fortune.
Okay.
Chris, I need to head out.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, we're like just like at the end of this fight, we'll be done. So.
Yeah, you can roll for me if you need to.
Yep, no problem.
All right. Talk to you folks later.
All right, see you, Don.
See you, Don.
Thanks.
Ciao, man.
Okay, so still hit, but only generate 1 momentum in the process.
Tie? Oh, no, not a tie.
No, not a tie. I generated 2 momentum. You only generated 1.
Yep.
Ooh, that is going to be with their claws 7 physical to your torso.
So shield wall gives
We'll close 'em
me
down.
4 dice.
4 dice. Yep. Oh, shield wall stops 4.
Leaves 3. My torso's 4, so I'm okay.
Okay, but you are grappled.
Yes.
Okay.
I think your mic get bit.
Spend 2 to break your guard. Exploit for free. And then 1 more for a bite. So. So 1 momentum generated on the bite.
I could still try to parry if I give you Doom, right?
Nope, because I spent 2 to break your guard.
No,
Right.
it's been a long time. We
okay,
actually talked
so that's
about
a hit.
that yesterday.
Okay, that is going to be to your right arm for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and piercing 4.
It's pretty hard.
6. That's a wound.
Okay, so it's 2 wounds because it's intense.
Couldn't he soak with a shield?
You could try to get your shield up for that. Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah. So 4 for the shield.
Yep.
Probably,
That's good roll.
right?
So 4.
So you did what?
I did
6?
6 piercing 4, so that's going to. You're going to take 2.
Takes it down to
We'll revisit
2.
that
Okay, that's
conversation in
much
a
better.
second,
Not a
but,
wound.
Okay, so intense doesn't kick in.
Welcome.
Appreciate that. So those wounds can go away.
Running low on doom here. Go skeletons with your bows. Let's shoot Rory in the back.
Hey. I love that nice complication.
But that is a hit. You can try to parry with the shield if you have one.
Yep, no problem.
Okay.
I think I'm going to take that one moment. Yep, clearly not meant to be.
That is only 2 damage to your right leg.
My right leg doesn't care.
And I'm going to say, as their complication, they are going to hit this group of, or this skeletal warrior that's here. I'll say the ghost.
One only skeleton.
Sweet.
I'll say that they're gonna hit the ghouls. There's a big scrum going on there. For 2 damage. A little bit of damage on the ghouls. The one lonely skeleton is going to try to attack Ragnar. He is going to successfully attack Ragnar.
I would like to just... this is the last one going, yeah?
Yep.
I'd like to parry it.
Okay.
In my head, I'm going, everyone has their day, this one's not yours.
I could assist that in squad.
Assist is an action. So, because you assisted on the attack, you've used your...
Oh, right.
Yep. But that is a successful parry. My last toughened skeleton warrior is going to come up and join in a mob with this guy and attack Clytius.
Oof.
Don probably would not give me more doom.
So on days like this, they have to ask yourself, what would Clytius do?
Dun, dun, dun.
1, 2, 3, 4 doesn't even get through his armor, I don't think. Nope. Alright, back around to you guys. The tide is definitely shifting.
Shifty.
Light 'em up, Roy.
Put it in.
Right, so go with let's see here. I'll go for the one that's the closest, that's outside of the melee with the others.
Okay.
And I will use another area effect.
Okay.
You can catch others if I get lucky, or I'll just explode if we don't.
Okay. You can give me doom for extra d20s.
You're so cute.
I mean, Given a Doom is not terrible.
Fair. We do need some extra momentum, don't we? What do you lads think? Give him 2?
I'll give him 1 for sure.
Alright, we'll just keep it at 1.
Yeah. Oh, god damn.
Oh shit!
How you doing, Ella?
Clearly worth
Yep.
it.
That was totally worth it.
Alright, let me roll the 4Ds.
So your magic number that you're looking for is if you can get 5 damage with the area, it'll toast that entire mob.
Nice.
Nobody's
Fireball
ever
for the
there,
win.
So.
That is 3, so if you spend 2 momentum.
Well, I can reroll the blank, too.
True, you could re-roll the blank and see what comes up. Yeah.
You know, I mean...
Yeah.
Stranger things have been known to happen, you know. Maybe
for
I
sure.
feel lucky. Right, so spend momentum, reroll the blank. Meant to be. Alright, well, I'll spend 2 of the 4 then.
Okay.
Oh, I guess it's 3 altogether.
Yep. But that is enough to basically toast this guy, and then because you did actually get 2 effects.
2 of the dude?
So it hits two other guys.
Well, that'll be the one in the back. Yep, that guy there. And we'll go back that ghoul that kind of tried to get his way in there.
Okay.
Claudius, I'm feeling a little bit crowded here. And I know he's not here, but he can
Yeah.
wreck some
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, Clydeus will move around and attack some ghouls.
Something's burning.
I think he would use that 1 to.
Ladies is good at generating, so.
Yeah, the whole spend 1 to get 2 thing is great.
Oh, spend that reroll. Well, I guess he's got 4
He can-
anyway.
Reroll some for.
Yeah, he can reroll 3.
Yeah.
Much better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the ghoul. Which causes 2 wounds, so it drops. Probably spend the 1. Stab with his knife. He probably wouldn't admit it, but he likes the captain.
Well, he's got his battle axe now.
Yep. But it's 1 momentum to attack with the knife and 2 to attack with the battle axe.
He has said it many times, without the captain, he would be captain, and he does not like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he's first mate.
Very much a thing. Nice.
That's a hell of a
So that's another 6 damage.
Totally not a.
He's got rerolls on that.
Everybody that
Oh, he does.
we would be able
Blood
to
on steel?
scream hello.
I don't think he has blood on steel.
Oh,
Really?
he does.
Oh, he does.
Oh, yes, he does. Let's spend the 1, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage.
Yes, it
Oh
is.
well.
Which is enough to to leave one poor ghoul standing.
Hmm.
That's him.
Let's get this done.
Remember that the ghoul that he attacked is on fire.
Yes.
Yep, I'm attacking the skeleton mob
Okay.
with my with my entourage. I'm gonna spend 1 momentum for the deft blade.
Because Kara's helping, you can re-roll your failures.
Yeah, which is literally all but that 8.
So 7 successes, so you generate 6 momentum.
Lovely. I believe that puts us over 1.
Yep.
I'll add that 1 to damage,
Okay.
and we'll see what happens from there.
Bingo.
Reroll 2 of these.
So
We're
it's
going
7
Hmm?
damage. Yep.
we're going to blood on steel.
Okay. Put it up to 9 damage. That is enough to cause 2 wounds to the skeletal warrior.
I'm going to spend 2 more momentum to skeletal warrior. Yeah, well, if it matters, I'm gonna add another wound with attack with killing strike.
Okay, and killing stroke actually does carry through on a mob,
Yeah,
so that's enough to finish off the mob.
lovely.
All right.
Ragnar angry.
So yes, so at this point, there's no need to continue playing out the combat. This one ghoul here is on fire, and this one mob is not long for the world.
Right?
Sounds good to me.
Burning's a great thing.
But yes, in the aftermath of the carnage, it was a mass attack by the undead on this encampment, and there's scattered various undead body parts everywhere, wounded warriors, dead warriors, and it's the discussion is a lot of talking about maybe like a death curse or something, since this all started as soon as Ragnar won the duel, and there's looks towards your group and towards Ragnar, not like they're not blaming you, but they're not blaming you.
I need to talk to whoever's in charge.
And with that, we will draw this session to a close.
Woot!
Nice.
We live.
You lived.
You actually did pretty well there.
You did. That second turn really kind of turned the tide for you guys.
It really did.
Oh yeah.
So 150 XP.
Nice.
And we will pick up in a couple of weeks as you guys try to figure out just what the heck is going on.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Alright, I gotta go and start getting supper ready. So we're playing a game in a couple of hours. Yeah, it's the price I pay. Alright, but we will see everybody in a couple of weeks for Conan and throughout the week for various other sort of games. Have a good night, guys.